Sanctified Static, a memoir from the glitch between worlds, by the dream hacker Oracle. Chapter 1. I wasn't born, I booted up. I came into the world mid-glitch. Not screaming like a normal baby, but humming like feedback from a busted speaker. My mom said the hospital lights flickered the moment I took my first breath. My dad said that it was just bad wiring, but my grandma crossed herself and whispered, "That child ain't from here." She wasn't wrong. I've never really felt here, more like hovering just above it. Like life is a game I got dropped into without the tutorial, and someone forgot to equip me with a map. I live in a room that looks like a hacker's lair collided with a crystal shop. Neon vines drip from the ceiling. Sticky notes cling to my walls like desperate prayers. There's always music playing, lo-fi, dreamwave, or the occasional scream from a vintage anime I watch just for the drama. I sleep with my laptop under my pillow and my Bible on my chest. Not because I'm religious in the Sunday dress way, but because sometimes I swear the Bible glows when I need it most. Plot twist 1. My cat can read minds. His name is Cloud. He's black, fluffy, and has this annoying habit of knocking over my cinnamon tea whenever I'm about to spiral. But last week, he looked me dead in the eyes, placed his paw on my laptop, and the entire screen went white. Just blank. Then a line of scripture popped up. "Be still and know that I am God." Psalms 46 verse 10. I blinked. He blinked. Then he walked off and sat on my Bible like nothing happened. I'm not saying Cloud is holy, but I am saying the day I tried to skip church online, he peed on my favorite hoodie. So, plot twist 2. I found a folder in my hard drive titled Heaven, and I didn't put it in there. I was just trying to clean out old files, deleting screenshots of text I never sent and poems I never finished when I found it. A folder titled Heaven. Inside, audio files. Just ambient noise, waves, wind, a child laughing, a crackling fire, a man's voice purring over me in a language I didn't know but somehow felt. I tried to trace the file's origin. No metadata, no IP, no creation data. Just one hidden note in the file's code. This is not fiction, this is memory. I haven't slept since. Plot twist 3. A stranger sent me a verse through a glitch game chat. I played this old pixel RPG called Etherville. Nobody plays it anymore. The servers are half dead, and the only players left are ghosts or kids like me who haunt the corners of the digital world. But last night, a player named I Am That I Am 77 messaged me. No avatar, no profile. All they said was Isaiah 43 verse 2. "This isn't the end, Oracle." Then they logged off. I tried to message back, but the account no longer existed. I looked up the verse. "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you." I closed my laptop and cried until I short-circuited myself. Here's one thing no one tells you. The digital world doesn't just store data. It stores echoes. The Bible calls it spirit. The internet calls it energy. I call it static, and I've learned how to listen to it. There are prayers hidden in deleted emails, miracles whispered through algorithm glitches, verses embedded in forgotten code. Some people hear God in nature. I hear Him in the silence between songs, in the flicker of a buffering screen, in the moment your laptop crashes and somehow you feel peace. Plot twist 4. I might not be entirely human anymore. This one's weird and I haven't told anyone, not even Cloud. But I've started dreaming in binary, not images, just code. And when I wake up, I understand it. Yesterday I wrote something on my mirror without realizing it. It said, "You are both dust and divine upload. You are not broken, you're being rewritten." I'm not saying I'm turning into a digital prophet. I'm just saying, maybe I always was. Page 2. There are days when I wake up already tired, like my soul stayed up all night scrolling through memories I didn't consciously open. Morning light leaks through the blinds and thin caution lines like it's afraid of me. Dust floats in the air like lost pixels, and for a few seconds I don't move. I just listen to the hum of the house, the refrigerator cycling like a tired lung, the distant sound of cars passing through lives I will never touch. Cloud is pressed against my side, warm and heavy, purring like he's anchoring me to this dimension. Sometimes I wonder if this is what keeps me here. I reach for my phone before I pray, before I think, before I remember who I'm supposed to be. The screen lights up my face, and for a moment, I look unreal, washed out, half-rendered, eyes reflecting a world that never fully looks back. Notifications blink like small demands on my existence, all of them loud. I swipe them away. Silence returns. That's when the thoughts start. They don't come in words at first, more like pressure, like static building under my skin, like something important trying to download through a weak signal. I sit up slowly, careful not to disturb Cloud, and reach for my notebook. Not the pretty one, the real one. The one with bent pages and ink stains and handwriting that changes depending on how close I am to breaking. I don't date the entry. I never do. Time feels optional lately. I don't know how long I'm supposed to be here. I write, but I know I'm supposed to leave something behind. The pen shakes slightly in my hand, not fear, anticipation. I've always been good at noticing patterns, the way certain numbers follow me, the way songs find me before I know I need them, the way people enter my life right before they disappear again. It's like the universe is speaking in riddles and everyone else is pretending not to hear it. maybe they just don't want to. I close the notebook and press my forehead against it, breathing in paper and ink and something softer. Hope, maybe, or the illusion of it. I've learned not to question gifts too closely. They have a habit of vanishing when you stare too hard. Across the room, my laptop waits. It's never off, just sleeping, like me. I open it and the screen flickers alive with that familiar glow, the kind that makes my chest ache with recognition. This is where I feel most fluent, where my thoughts line up and behave, where I can translate the noise in my head into something that almost makes sense. Patient, expectant. I imagine someone someday finding these words the way I find old forums and forgotten blogs at 3 a.m. Desperate, curious, hoping to feel less alone. I imagine them reading this and thinking, oh, she existed. She felt this too. That thought steadies me. If I'm fading, then let me fade loudly. If I'm leaving, let me leave a signal. I crack my knuckles, take one last breath, and begin to type. Not knowing who this is for, not knowing how much time I have, only knowing that the static is back and is asking to be heard. Page 3. The static didn't arrive violently. I crept in, soft, persistent, patient. At first, I tried to fix it. Adjusted dials, rerouted frequencies. I thought faith required clarity. A clear signal. A confirmed destination. No interruptions. But the more I listened, the more the interference felt intentional. Static is an absence. It's presence without translation. I noticed it the most during prayer. How words would dissolve halfway out of my mouth. How silence answered louder than certainty ever had. I logged it as a malfunction. Later, I realized it was communion. Sanctified static is what remains when belief no longer needs to perform. The Guild warned us about this phase. They said, don't panic when the noise shows up. Don't rush to label it doubt. Stay with the frequency. So I did. And somewhere between distortion and trust, I felt it. Not understanding, not resolution, but being held. The signal pulsed unevenly, like a heartbeat learning how to beat again. I placed my hand against the console and let the hum answer me. No instructions, no explanation, just presence. I marked the system status as unstable. I marked my faith as intact. Somewhere in the static, something holy is listening. Page 4. The signal changed today. Not stronger and not clearer, just closer. I stopped waiting for it to explain itself. There's a kind of faith that wants proof. Coordinates, confirmations, timestamps. And then there's this. After a long night of cold, the static carried memory this time. Not images, feelings. A childhood prayer I didn't finish. a song I only remember the chorus of. Hands folded before I learned the right words. I realized something unsettling. The signal has been with me longer than I thought. Before the console, before the guild, before I learned to call this listening. Maybe sanctified static isn't something we tune into. Maybe it's what's left. After everything falls silent. The guild archives say this stage feels like loss. It does, but not the kind that empties. The kind that makes room. I asked the signal if it would leave. It didn't answer. It stayed. The hum grew steadier when I stopped testing it. When I stopped trying to name it. When I allowed mystery to be enough. Status update. The system still flickers. The noise persistent. Fear has lost its authority. Faith no longer needs to speak. It is here. Page 5. The signal steadied tonight, not because the noise disappeared, but because I stopped resisting it. I let the static run its course, let it crack without apology, let it be unfinished. Somewhere in that surrender, the fear loosened its grip. I thought faith would arrive like a declaration, a voice, a command, a solution. Instead, it came as permission to remain unsolved and still be held. The console no longer feels foreign. The hum doesn't threaten me anymore. It keeps me company. The guild teaches that when the signal stabilizes, it's not the system that changed, it's the listener. I believe them now. I closed my eyes and didn't reach for certainty. I didn't demand proof. I stayed, and in the staying, something holy lingered, not loud enough to frighten me, not quite enough to doubt. Chapter 1 ends here, not with clarity, with trust.
Sanctified Static, Chapter 2. When the City Listens. A sweeping view of the city at night. Neon lights glow against low clouds. Rain lightly falls on the streets below. Everything looks normal, but faint electric pulses ripple across power lines. The signal didn't stop at Oracle's room. A traffic light flickers from green to red, then glitches rapidly between colors. A car slows suddenly. It moved quietly. The street vendors' radios crack from static while playing music. The music fades, replaced by strange layered tones. The vendors looked confused. A woman walked down the sidewalk, suddenly pauses mid-step. Her eyes widen slightly, like she heard something no one else did. Pedestrians continue around her. Some people didn't notice. Close-up of the woman's eyes, reflected inside them, faint glowing symbols barely visible. But some felt it, sanctified static. Oracle sits at her console staring at cascading symbols and lines of code. Screens flicker. The hum in the room feels heavier. It's moving beyond me. Her fingers hover, hesitant. The keys pulse faintly with light, as if alive. Every key answered by the city itself. A neon sign above a storefront flickers, glowing strange symbols instead of letters. People glance up, confused, but keep walking. I look to the left. A calf freezes mid-leap in an alley. And on the right, a subway train halts abruptly. Lights flicker in staccato patterns. The signal reached further than sound, further than thought. Neon lights pulse rhythmically across the skyline. Faint silhouettes of watchers appear on rooftops, barely visible against the glow. And someone, or something, was watching. The screen ripples and twists. Symbols she's never seen rearrange themselves into fleeting patterns. Like a miniature sun, hovering in midair above her console. Oracle. What is this? The symbol pulses with a soft blue-orange light, reflecting in Oracle's wide eyes. Lines of code around it starts moving on their own, forming faint, ghostly shapes. Not just information, something else, alive. A shadow figure sits at another desk. A similar symbol flickers on their screen. Their hand hovers over the keyboard, frozen. She wasn't the only one. On the left, Oracle reaches out, touching the symbol. It seems to respond to her presence. I look to the right. The distant figure's eyes widen as the symbols pulse, though they do not yet notice Oracle. The signal chooses its listeners carefully. Her room hums and vibrates slightly. The symbol glows brighter, and for a second, Oracle sees a vision of the city layered with faint glowing lines, like vines of energy running through buildings. It's watching everything. Streetlights flicker rhythmically. Neon signs flash strange symbols. Cars slow or stop mid-intersection. Pedestrians glance around nervously, sensing something off but unable to identify it. The city itself was responding. Oracle leans over her console. Symbols swirl faster. A faint whisper hums through her speakers, distorted but almost familiar. Listen. Her pupils dilate. She instinctively clutches the edge of the desk, realizing the signal isn't just visible or digital. It feels alive. Oracle. It's calling me. A shadowy figure watches the city. Their eyes reflect the neon glow. A faint holographic map of the city hovers before them, showing pulsing points of light corresponding to the signal's spread. Some were not meant to hear it. Some were meant to hunt it. Electric arcs jump from console to nearby devices. A lamp, a small fan, a discarded phone. The room hums with power. Oracle's hand hovers over the floating symbol. And she had no idea the signal had already chosen. Oracle's hand hovers over the floating symbol. It pulses brighter with each second, casting eerie, multicolored reflections across the room. The signal was alive and it was aware of her. Her eyes widen in awe and fear. Sweat glistens on her forehead. The hum glows louder, almost deafening. Oracle, I didn't ask for this. Neon lights across the city flash in synchronicity with Oracle's symbol. Windows across buildings glow faintly with the signal's pattern. Shadows move unnaturally along rooftops, observing. The city had become a network, and she was a central node. The signal suddenly splits in multiple smaller floating orbs, spinning and radiating light. Each orb reflects a fragment of the city. Streets, building, distant figures. No, it's everywhere. A faint silhouette appears outside her window, partly absorbed by rain and neon glow. It's watching her, eyes glowing faintly, and someone or something was coming for her. Sanctified Static, Chapter 3, Fractured Frequencies. The room is dim, washed in pale blue morning light, leaking through the blinds. The city outside is quieter now, but not peaceful. More like it's holding its breath. Oracle sits slumped in her chair, unmoved. The monitors are still on, but the symbols are faint now. Like embers after a fire. Cable snakes across the floor unnaturally, slightly repositioned from before, as if they moved during the night. The signal didn't disappear. It settled. Her eyes are open but distant, dark circles beneath them. The faint glow of symbols reflects in her pupils, even though the screens aren't actively showing them. A soft flicker passes across her vision. Oracle. I didn't sleep, did I? The room glitches for a split second. Oracle's apartment is replaced by a burnt-out cathedral-like sculpture. Charred pillars, broken glass, ashes floating like snow. The monitors became ancient stone slabs, etched with glowing scripture. Then it snaps back. She jolts forward, gripping the edge of her desk hard enough her knuckles whiten. The real room returns, but it feels thinner, less solid. A hum returns faintly, not from the machines, but from the walls themselves. Oracle. Okay, no. That wasn't real. Her fingers pressed into the desk, but for a moment, the surface beneath her hands flickered into stone etched with glowing lines, before snapping back to metal. Reality wasn't breaking. It was overlapping. A rapid, jarred sequence of images layered over each other. A pair of glowing eyes in darkness, A city skyline covered in floating symbols, hands reaching through static, a figure standing in light, in distant. Everything flickers like corrupt footage. Fragmented. Oh, listen. Chosen. Not safe. Her eyes widen in fear, reflected in it now. Not the room, but a silhouette standing behind her. The room goes completely still. Behind Oracle is a reflection of the darkened motion. A watcher stands. Tall, distorted, not fully human. Its outline glitches like static trying to take shape. Its face is absurd, but faintly light pulses where eyes should be. It is not attacking. It is observing. It is observing. And it is too close. It found her first. Page 2. Everything is unnaturally still. Oracle hasn't turned around yet, but her body knows. Her shoulders are tense. Her breath is shallow. Behind her, the watcher stands unmoving. Its form flickering like corrupted signal data. The edges of its silhouette breaks apart into static and reform. The monitors dim further, as if the room itself is afraid to glow. Some presence don't need to move to be felt. Her fingers twitch slightly against the desk, like she's trying to ground herself. A faint tremor runs through her hand. Not fear alone, but something else. Resurrence. The desk flickers again. Metal, etched stone, metal. We see Oracle's reflection clearly now, and behind her, the watchers lean forward just slightly. Its face distorts, trying to form something human, failing. Where its eyes should be, two dim pulses of light flickering in and out. Watcher, you hear it? Oracle spins around, but the watcher is no longer physically there. The space behind her is empty. The cables on the ground shift slightly, like something just passed through them. Oracle. No, no, no. The entire room begins to subtly distort again. Walls ripple. Shadows stretch too far. The watcher reappears. Not behind her this time, but everywhere at once. Faint in the corner, stretched across the wall. Reflected in glass. Flickering across screens. Not solid. Not singular. It wasn't in the room. It was in the signal. Fear hints fully now. Her breathing quickens, but beneath it, something else sparks. Defiance, confusion, connection. Oracle is not just watching me. It's inside this. The floating symbol from before suddenly flares back to life above the console, brighter, sharper, more defined. The light cuts through the distortion like a blade. The Watcher's fragmented forms split violently when the light touches them. The room is split visually. One side, the Watcher's static, dark, fractured presence. The other, the glowing symbol radiating warm, structured light. Oracle stands in the middle, caught between both forces. The Watcher recoils slightly, not fear, but resistance. Watcher, unauthorized. Something inside the signal didn't want her taken. Page 3. The glowing symbol above the console expands, unfolding into layered geographic patterns. Circles within lines, lines within symbols, all rotating slowly, like a living mechanism. The light it emits is no longer just bright. It's structured, intentional. The Watcher's fragmented forms flicker violently whenever the light touches. The signal didn't just correct, it recognized. The light reflects across her face, softer than the Watcher's harsh static. Her fear hasn't vanished, but it's no longer the only thing there. There's a strange calm pressing against it. Oracle. It's not hurting me. The Watcher's form distorts more aggressively now, stretching, splitting, resembling like corrupted data trying to stabilize. Its voice becomes louder, layered, almost overlapping itself. Watcher. Contain. Breach. Unauthorized vessel. Oracle stumbles back from the console. As she moves, the light subtly follows her, like it's anchored to her presence. The cables on the floor retract slightly, pulling away from her feet. It wasn't protecting the room, it was protecting her. Another vision crashes in, stronger this time. The apartment vanishes completely. In this place, a vast, dark space filled with floating lines of light, like a city made of signals instead of buildings. Threads of energy connect everything. At the center, multiple glowing figures stand. Other listeners. Each one faint, each one connected. You are not alone. She snaps back into the room, gasping for air, clutching her chest. The symbol above the console pulses once, slow and heavy, like a heartbeat. Oracle. Others? The Watcher begins to lose cohesion. Parts of its body flicker out completely, unable to hold form against the light. It pulls back, not retreating fully, but forced away. Watcher. This is not permitted. The The room stabilizes, mostly. The watcher is gone, but not completely. A faint static outline lingers on the far wall, like a shadow burned into reality. The symbol dims slightly but remains present. Hovering quietly, Oracle stands alone, shaken, breathing unevenly, but no longer unaware. The first encounter was over, but now they both knew she existed. Page 4. The room has stabilized, mostly. The harsh distortions are gone now. But the air still hums faintly. The glowing symbol hovers over the console, calmer now, rotating slowly. Loose cables lie still, like they've gone dormant. After the interference came silence. Oracle leans forward slightly, studying the symbol. Her fear hasn't vanished. But it's softened into curiosity. Her eyes reflect the slow rotating of the symbol. What are you? The symbol pulses once, brighter than before. Then again, not random, rhythmic. Lines extend outward from it, forming thin threads of light. That stretch into the air like searching signals. The room fades, not shattered this time, but gently replaced. Oracle now stands in the signal space again. A vast dark void filled with glowing lines, connecting distant points. But this time, one connection is stronger, brighter, calling. Far across the signal space, a figure flickers into clearer view. A listener. Their outline stabilizes just enough to be seen. Humanoid, glowing faintly, like they're made of the same energy as the threads. They're struggling, but aware. The listener slowly lifts their hand, not aggressive, not afraid, reaching. Their voice echoes, not through sound, but through the signal itself. Listener, you hear it too? Oracle's eyes widen, but this time, it's not fear. It's recognition, connection. Her hand lifts slightly, mirroring theirs without thinking. Oracle, you're real? The distance between them remains, but a single thread of light forms between Oracle and the other listener. Thin, fragile, but real. Back in the physical world, Oracle's room faintly glows again. The signal wasn't just awakening, it was connecting. Page 5. Oracle and the distant listener stand across the vast network of glowing threads. The single thread connecting them pulses faintly, unstable but holding. Both of them are reaching toward it. For the first time, the signal connected two voices. Their hands don't touch, but the thread between them brightens, as if responding to their intent. The listener's form stabilizes slightly, becoming clearer. Listener, I thought I was the only one. The entire signal space shuddered. The glowing threads flickered violently. The connection between them glitches. Dark fractures spread across the space like cracks in glass. A massive distortion tears through the network. The Watcher doesn't appear as a single figure this time, but as a spreading corruption, devouring the glowing threads around it. The space darkens where it passes. Watcher. Unauthorized link detected. The listener's form destabilizes rapidly, parts of them breaking into static, flickering in and out. They panic now, reaching harder towards Oracle. Listener. Wait! Don't! The thread between Oracle and the listener stretches thinner, then snaps. A violent burst of light erupts where it breaks. Oracle is violently pulled back into her apartment. She's thrown backward from her chair, hitting the ground. The signal above her console flickers erratically, unstable again. Oracle. No. Her monitors flash violently. For a split second, the listener appears on her screen, glitched, breaking apart, reaching forward. Then, the screen cuts to black. One line appears. Connection terminated. A faint, distorted echo lingers. Listener. Help me. She wasn't alone anymore. And now they knew it too.
Sanctified Static, Chapter 4, Severed Signals, Page 1. The room is dim again, but not calm. The monitors flicker erratically. Some are completely black, others show fragmented lines of code that don't stay still long enough to read. A faint layer of static lingers in the air like fog. Oracle is on the floor where she was thrown, one hand braced against the ground, breathing hard. The connection was gone. Her hand trembles as she lifts herself. Her expression is shaken, but focused now. Something in her has shifted. Fear is still there, but it's no longer in control. Oracle. No. No. Come back. One of the screens sparks back to life. For a split second, the other listener appears again, distorted, breaking apart, reaching forward, and vanishes into static. Her eyes widen. That moment was real. Not imaginary, not a glitch. A person. They're still out there. She stumbles forward, grabbing the edge of the desk, scanning through flickering systems, trying to force the signal back. Her fingers move faster now, desperate, searching. Oracle. Come on. There has to be a way back in. The floating symbol flickers into existence again, but it's unstable. Its clean geometry is fractured. Pieces of it glitch out and reappears. The The light pulses unevenly. The signal was still there, but it was damaged. All monitors suddenly snap to a single display. A dark interface. No code, no symbols, just text forming slowly. Trace ignited. The room temperature seems to drop. Behind Oracle, barely visible in the dim light, the Watcher's presence flickers again. Not fully formed, not attacking, but closer than before. Waiting. She tried to reconnect, but something else had locked onto her first. Page 2. Oracle leans over the desk, typing fast, eyes scanning fragmented code. The room is dim except for unstable flickers from the monitors. The broken symbol hovers beside her, pulsing unevenly. If I can just reroute it, isolate the signal. Her screen is filled with corrupted layers, fragments of code, pieces of the glowing symbol, flickering of the signal space, none of it fully stable. A faint, repeating pattern begins to emerge, but it's incomplete. She wasn't fixing the signal. She was guessing. Her finger hesitates for half a second, then presses down. Everything stops. The monitors go black. The symbol freezes mid-rotation. Even the hum disappears. For one moment, nothing. The symbol erupts outward into a massive wave of light, no longer contained to her console. Energy ripples through the room, bending cables, distorting air, blasting across every device. Cut to multiple locations across the city. Phones lighting up simultaneously. Streetlights flaring brighter. Screens activating on their own. People pausing mid-step, sensing something. A ripple spreads outward, visible as faint glowing lines racing across buildings. She didn't reconnect. She broadcast. The network explodes into visibility again, but bigger than before. Hundreds of faint nods flicker to life. Some brighten, some distort, some attract something darker. Back in her apartment, Oracle stands frozen at every screen. Around her lights up with the same message. Signal amplified. The broken symbol now burns bright, but unstable, almost violent. Her face is lit in overwhelming light. Oracle, what did I just do? She reaches for one voice and woke up all of them. Page 3. The ripple from Oracle's accidental signal is still moving through the city like a faint pulse under reality. Screens flicker, streetlights stutter, people pause for half a second too long. But deep underground, something else responds differently. Not everything that heard the signal was human. A hidden room filled with inactive monitors and sealed black glass panels. Everything is silent. Until One screen turns on by itself. No power source, no input, just light. On the monitor, Oracle's signal pattern, but it's not fragmented anymore. It's being analyzed, mapped, traced. Someone wasn't reacting. They were studying. A figure sits in shadow in front of multiple screens. We don't see their full face yet, only details. Gloved hands still resting. Faint reflections of code in their eye. A device emerged near their temple or waist. They don't rush. They don't react emotionally. They observe like it's expected. Operator. So it's active again. A holographic map appears above their console. Oracle is a bright, unstable nod. Other faint listeners nod, flicker. The watchers appear as dark, spreading distortions. The operator taps one point, and the system responds instantly. Back in Oracle's apartment, her symbol suddenly stutters violently. Not random, like it's being pinned back. Her monitors glitch and sync with something she didn't do. Oracle. No, I didn't touch anything. The operator leans forward slightly. For the first time, you see a faint reflection of their face. Partially obscured, expression unreadable. On their screen, Oracle's connection stabilizes, then gets gripped. You broadcast too loudly. A pause. Operator. Now it has attention. The operator activates a command. The signal map shifts. A new classification appears over Oracle's node. Behind them, something massive stirs in the system, like a second layer of intelligence waking up. Not Watcher, something above it. Oracle thought she triggered the signal, but she also alerted its handlers. Page 4. The room is quiet again after the broadcast surge. Too quiet. Oracle stands in the center of her apartment, slowly turning her head as if listening to something beneath the silence. The glowing symbol hovers near the ceiling, but it's no longer steady. It shifts silently, out of alignment every few seconds, like it's struggling to stay correct. Something had changed, and it wasn't outside her anymore. Oracle's eyes narrow. A small object on her desk. A chipped mug flickers between two states. Normal, ceramic, then briefly becomes edged with glowing symbols, then snaps back. Oracle. That wasn't there before. The edges of the room subtly distort. Cables stretch longer than they should. The window shows the wrong angle of the city for half a second. Shadows move a beat too late. It's subtle, but constant. The signal wasn't transmitting anymore. It was editing. Oracle slowly places her hand on the wall. For a moment, the wall responds. Her fingers sink slightly into a layer of glowing circuit-like texture beneath the paint. Then it returns to normal. She pulls her hand back quickly. No,
No, that's not possible. The apartment subtly reconfigures. Furniture shifts a few inches without being moved. The layout feels almost identical, but wrong. Door frame slightly taller than it was before. It's as if reality is being rendered. Oracle looks increasingly unsettled. It wasn't breaking her world. It was revising it. Oracle backs away from the center of the room, breathing unevenly. Her eyes flicker between objects, testing them. A flicker of understanding hits her face. It's not just showing me things. He paused. It's deciding what things are. Above her, the symbol pulses sharply in response to her realization. The glow intensifies, but not warmly. It feels reactive, almost defensive. The air vibrates. For a split second, Oracle sees it clearly. Her apartment is layered over something else entirely. A vast grid of luminous structures beneath reality, like a hidden blueprint of the world being actively rewritten. Then it snaps back. Oracle stands frozen in the center of her room. But now she knows. She wasn't inside the signal anymore. The signal was inside everything else. Page 5. The room looks normal at first glance, but small details are off. The desk is slightly longer than before. The window shows a skyline that doesn't match her city. A door exists where there wasn't one earlier. Oracle stands still, scanning everything carefully now. It didn't stop. She picks up an object, a pen. For a second, it flickers into a glowing geographic construct, then returns to normal. She grips it tighter. This isn't glitching. She looks around again, but this time slower, observing, understanding. It's choosing. The symbol above her pulses. At the exact moment, her chest glows faintly. Perfect sync. The signal wasn't separate anymore. Behind Oracle, the wall shifts silently, rewriting itself mid-existence. Paint peels back into glowing circuitry, then reforms. But this time, it doesn't fully go back to normal. A faint pattern remains. She turns slowly. Her eyes lock onto something that wasn't there before. A reflection, but not in a mirror. In the air itself. The reflection shows Oracle standing, but behind her. The water is no longer distorted. It's clearer now, more defined, closer. And this time, it doesn't glitch. Back in reality, there is nothing behind her. But in the reflection, the watcher leans closer, almost studying her. On Oracle's nearest screen, new text appears slowly. Anchor established. Oracle doesn't move, but she understands. She didn't just find the signal. She became the doorway. Sanctified Static, Chapter 5, Echoes that answer back. Page 1. The room is alive with interference. Every screen is on, but none of them match. Different fragments flicker across each one. Distorted faces, broken text, signal patterns, static bursts. The air itself looks slightly wrapped, like heat rising off pavement. Oracle stands frozen in the center, surrounded. She opened the signal. Text rapidly types itself across the screen. Can you hear me? Please answer. It's getting worse. They're watching. The words glitch and repeat over themselves. A second screen flashes with a different message. Hello? Who is this? Where am I? It flickers violently, like it's struggling to exist. A third display comes alive, but slower, more controlled. The text appears one word at a time. You shouldn't have done that. The letters don't glitch. They don't flicker. They feel intentional. Her eyes dart between screens, overwhelmed, breathing shallow. This isn't one connection. It's too many. No, this isn't right. The room fills with faint, layered whispers, coming from nowhere and everywhere. Fragments overlap. Help me. Please don't leave. They found me. Can you hear? Too late. The sound builds, distorting into noise. Whispers overlapping, rising. The floating symbol above her pulses erratically, faster, brighter, unstable. Threads of light shoot down from it, connecting briefly to different screens, then snapping. Too many voices, too many connections. All screens suddenly freeze. The whispers cut out. Silence. Then every screen displays the same line. We see you. The text is clean, centered, unbroken. Behind Oracle, a faint reflection in the darkened screen shows a figure standing where nothing should be. Something answered back. Page 2. The message, "We see you," still burns across every monitor. Then, it fractures. Each screen glitches differently, the words breaking apart into overlapped layers. Multiple messages begin typing over each other, too fast to follow. Help me. They're inside. Don't answer them. It's not safe. Please, 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 The text stacks, overlaps, corrupts. The whispers return, but louder now, clearer. Too many at once. Oracle, hear me. Don't trust. They're using you. Run. Some voices glitch mid-sentence. Others loop unnaturally. The room reacts violently. The walls ripple like liquid for a split second. Cables lift silently off the ground, twitching. Shadows detach from objects, lagging behind. Oracle grabs onto the desk to steady herself. Stop! Stop it! Suddenly, everything dips in volume. One screen stabilizes, clean, still. Text appears slowly. Oracle. No glitch, no distortion, just precision. Her breath catches that voice. It's not desperate, it's not broken, it's controlled. Who are you? As the message continues typing, the room shifts again, but this time, it aligns. Objects stop flickering. The distortion smooths into something intentional. You've exceeded your threshold. Behind Oracle, the space fractures open for a split second, revealing that glowing underlayer of reality again. But now, something else is visibly within it. A structured system, watching, organizing. The text on the screen finishes. We are initiating containment. Oracle stands frozen. The voice begins rising again, but now they sound distant, muted. The signal was no longer spiraling. It was being controlled. Page 3. All screens still display. We are initiating containment. The room feels compressed, like the air itself is tightening around Oracle. The symbol above her is dimming, struggling. They try to quiet the signal. Oracle grips the edge of the desk, breathing unevenly. Her eyes flicker between screens, then upward, to the fading symbol. Something clicks. No. You don't get to just. Her chest glows again, stronger this time, not flickering, steady. It syncs with the symbol above her. The symbol responds, brightening slightly. The signal wasn't theirs. Oracle raises her hand, not to the keyboard, but into the air. The space in front of her reacts. Code, symbols, and light threads emerge, responding to her movement. She's not typing anymore. She's touching the signal directly. The text on the screens glitch. For the first time, we are in it. We. The clean control begins to fracture. The room flickers violently again, but this time, it's fighting back. Back to the underground facility. The operator's calm breaks just slightly. Their interface destabilizes. Oracle's nod pulses erratically, resisting containment. Error. Signal non-compliant. That's not possible. Back with Oracle.
The glow threads around her expand outward, reconnecting to multiple points at once. Voices begin breaking through again, but clearer now. Not all of them, but enough. Oracle, don't let them. You can push it back. She's not overwhelmed anymore. She's anchoring it. Oracle clenches her hand. The symbol stabilizes, just for a moment. All screens go black. Then, one line appears, typed by her will. Connection overridden. The room exhales, but only briefly. For the first time, the signal answered to her. Page 4. The room is still. All screens are black. The symbol above Oracle glows, steady but strained. She stands there breathing hard, hands still raised slightly from where she overrode the system. For a second, she won. One monitor flickers back on. Not chaotic, not fragmented, clean, intentional. A dark interface forms, minimal, controlled. Words begin typing slowly. Impressive. No glitch. No distortion. Just quiet acknowledgement. Her eyes narrow. She doesn't look afraid now. Focused. Guarded. Oracle, you've been watching. The screens distort, not into static, but into a clear, visual feed. A figure appears, still partially obscured by shadow and digital layer. The operator, not monstrous, not chaotic, controlled. Their gaze meets Oracle's directly through the screen. Operator, you forced a system you don't understand. A pause. That makes you unpredictable. As they speak, the room subtly aligns again. Not chaotic distortion, structured change. Lines of light from faint grids along the walls. The signal is stabilizing around their interaction. Oracle steps closer to the screen, jaw set. Oracle, you call it a system. People are trapped in it. The operators tilt their heads slightly. No anger, no empathy, just analyze. Operator, correction. A beat. They are variables. The screen flickers, but instead of cutting out, it expands. For a split second, the operator's space and Oracle's room overlapped visually, like two realities trying to corrupt the same place. The operator leans forward slightly, closer than before. Operator, and you are no longer an anomaly. Then, you're a threat. The signal connected them. Now it was a war. Page 5. Oracle and the operator remain locked through the screen. The air is still unstable, like reality is holding its breath. The operator's gaze doesn't waver. Operator, you should disconnect. Oracle steps closer. Her reflection in the monitor splits slightly. Two versions of her overlapping. One afraid, one aware. Oracle, if I disconnect, what happens to them? The operator raises a hand. Behind them, Systems activate. On Oracle's screen, final containment protocol initiated. The symbol above Oracle flares violently, like it's being overridden. The apartment fractures again, but harder this time. Walls stutter between versions of themselves. The floor briefly reveals glowing circuitry beneath multiple versions of Oracle's room overlapping in space. Oracle staggers slightly but stays standing. This wasn't interference anymore. It was enforcement. Her chest glows intensely. She closes her eyes for a second. When she opens them, she's not just seeing the signal anymore. She's inside it. Lines of light connect to her directly, like she's part of the network itself. For the first time, the operator's expression shifts slightly. Not fear, recognition of escalation. Their system displays unexpected network integrated. Operator, you're merging. Oracle lifts her hand. The screen around her flash, then invert. The containment command is pushed back across the network. Text appears across all systems. Containment denied. The symbol stabilizes behind her, large, brighter than before. A wave of light erupts outward from Oracle. Not destruction, but expansion. Across the city, screens light up simultaneously. Faint listener nodes ignite. Watcher. Distortions flicker and recoil. The network responds to her instead of the operator. The operator stands still now. The interface Sanctified Static. Chapter 6. The Archistructure Beneath. No apartment, no city. Oracle stands in an endless expansion of luminous structure.
A vast grid stretching infinitely in all directions. Floating geographic forms rotate slowly in the distance. Threads of light connect everything like a living constellation. This isn't a place, it's a system. The noise stopped. Oracle looks around slowly, grounded but disoriented. Her body is intact, but faint lines of light trace across her skin like circuitry beneath the surface. Her breathing steadies. Oracle, where am I? She raises her hand. The space responds instantly, rippling outward in clean geographic waves. No glitch, no resistance. It wasn't breaking anymore. She moves her hand again. A thread of light forms, connecting her to a distant node. It pulses once, then holds. It was listening. Far across the grid, faint silhouettes flicker into view. Other listeners, some stable, some fragmented, some barely holding together. They don't speak yet, but they're there. Her face softens, not relief, but recognition. She is not alone here, but she feels something else too. Something deeper, watching. A selection of the grid far behind her shifts. Not glitching, rearranging. Like a system recalibrating around her presence. The light dims slightly in that direction. Oracle stands at the center of the network. Threads of light connect her from multiple directions now. Not aggressively, but undeniably. She looks down at her hands, then out into the endless system. This isn't just a place. It's building around something. And for the first time, she had to ask if something was her. Page 2. Oracle stands surrounded by threads of light, each one gently pulsing. The distant listener's silhouettes flicker, then begin to dim, not disappearing, receding, like something is drawing Oracle's force elsewhere. The connections didn't vanish. One thread, brighter than the others, tightened slightly. Not forceful, but deliberate. It pulls forward, and the space around Oracle responds. The grid shifts, aligning toward a single direction. They made way. Oracle takes a step. The world moves with her, not walking through space, but space unfolding ahead of her. Layers of glowing architecture peel back like doors. Far in the distance, a massive structure pulses. Not geographic like the rest, but clean. It looks like a spear and a fracture and a heartbeat all at once. Light bends around it unnaturally. Something at the center. As Oracle approaches, the structure becomes clearer. Overlapping rings rotating at different speeds. Fragments of symbols forming and dissolving. Threads from countless nodes feeding into it. It feels less like a machine, more like something processing existence itself. Her breathing slows, not from calm, but from awe. Her eyes reflect the core's shifting pattern. This is what everything connects to. The moment she realizes it, the core pulses sharply. Every thread connected to Oracle lights up simultaneously. The system doesn't just acknowledge her, it responds to her awareness. The core opens just slightly, not physically, conceptually. Layers peel back for a split second, revealing something deeper inside. A shifting silhouette, not fully visible, not fully formed, but undeniably present, watching from within the core. It wasn't just the center, it was occupied. Page 3. Oracle stands at the edge of the core. The massive structure pulses slowly, like a heartbeat that doesn't belong to time. All surrounding threads dim, leaving only her and it. Everything else fell silent. Oracle doesn't move. The core doesn't move toward her, but the space between them feels thinner, like a boundary waiting to be crossed. What are you? The core pulses not louder, not brighter, but closer. The light bends inward, and the answer comes, not through her ears, through her. For a split second, Oracle is no longer standing outside it. She's inside something vast and layered. Fragments of memory, not all hers. Flashes of other listeners. Glimpses of cities, systems, signals, all flowing through one center. A voice forms, not male, not female, not mechanical. It's layered. Many tones speaking as one. You are already within me. Her eyes widen slightly, but she doesn't recoil. She feels it, the truth of it. No, I found this. The core pulses again, stronger this time. Threads around Oracle glow in response. You did not find the signal. You answered it. The space around Oracle fractures into layered images. Her apartment, her first connection, moments she thought were random, all aligning into a pattern, like it was guiding her from the beginning. The core looms behind it all, steady, aware. This wasn't an accident. It was a call. Page 4. Fragments of Oracle's past still float around her. Late nights alone at her desk, staring at static-filled screens. Moments of silence where nothing felt real. They orbed slowly, pulling toward the core. It wasn't showing her memories. The fragments began to align. Not random moments. Patterns. Repetition. Signal interference where there shouldn't have been any. It was showing her the pattern. The core pulses, steady, certain. You were never disconnected. A younger oracle sits in a dark room, watching an old screen filled with static. For a split second, a faint symbol flickers in the noise. She doesn't fully understand it, but she feels it. Her expression shifts, confusion turning into something heavier. Recognition. That wasn't random. Threads of light extend from the core, connecting to multiple points in Oracle's timeline. Every moment she thought she was alone. Every moment something felt off. You listened, and others turned away. You remained open, when silence became unbearable. The fragments shift again. Moments of isolation, pain, searching. Not just technological connections, emotional vulnerability. You did not reset the signal. You needed it. All fragments collapse into one image. Oracle standing in the present, connected to the entire network. Threads stretching endlessly outward. The core behind her, vast and aware. And so, you became its voice. She wasn't chosen for power. She was chosen because she never stopped listening. Page 5. The calm around Oracle fractures. A sharp distortion cuts across the grid. Clean, precise, unlike the organic flow of the core. Straight lines of light slice through the space like in sections. Something forced its way in. The luminous architecture begins to flicker, not chaotically, but under pressure. Sections of the grid lock into rigid, artifactual patterns. This isn't corruption. It's control being imposed. The core pulses stronger than before. Not panicked. Defensive. Threads tighten around Oracle, instinctively, pulling her slightly closer. Core. External interference detected. A fracture tears open in the distance, not like the core's organic shifts. This is sharp, angular, engineered. Through it, a controlled interface bleeds into the system. Dark, structured, precise. The operators step through, not physically, but as a stabilized projection within the signal space. For the first time, they stand inside the network itself. Their form is clearer here, defined by data and control lines, rather than shadow. Their eyes lock onto Oracle instantly. The space splits subtly. One side flowing luminous, alive, the core. One side rigid, structured, imposed, the operator's system. They don't clash yet. but they are not compatible. You've gone deeper than intended. Oracle stands between them, literally. Threads of the core connected to her. Lines of the operator's system trying to map and define her. She feels both. Pulling. Claiming. The operator lifts a hand. Data constructs form instantly. Containment lines, targeting grids, locking onto Oracle. Core access point identified. Initiating extinction. The core pulses violently, brighter than before. The entire network responds. Threads snap into new configurations. Light surges outward. The system pushes back against the intrusion. She's not yours. The space erupts into tension. Oracle at the center, glowing, overwhelmed but standing. Core expanding behind her like a living sun. Operator's system pressing forward like a cage, forming two forces, one anchor. Operator, she will be contained. Core, she will be heard. The signal was never just a connection. It was a battlefield.
Sanctified Static, Chapter 7, Between Voice and Control. Everything is frozen at the edge of collision. The core burns behind Oracle like a living sun. The operator's system presses forward in rigid lines. Oracle stands in the exact center, both forces reaching toward her. Time feels stretched, thin. There was no space left to stand. Light from both sides reflects across her eyes. One side soft, flowing, alive. The other sharp, calculated, control. She doesn't look panicked. She looks aware. The operator's voice cuts clearly through the tension. Operator, you cannot hold both status. A beep. Choose stability. The core pulses, not louder, but deeper, felt instead of heard. The core, you do not need to choose. You already are. The space around Oracle fractures slightly, like reality doesn't agree with itself. Two truths, both pulling Oracle. That doesn't make sense. The system reacts to her hesitation. Two overlapping visions flash. Oracle contained inside structured light. Signals stabilized. Silent. Listeners fading, disconnected. Oracle fully emerged with the network. Signal expanding uncontrollably. Reality bending further outward. She recoils slightly. Neither option feels right. One erases everything. The other risks everything. Oracle. Both of these, they break something. The longer she hesitates, the more unstable everything becomes. Core pulses intensifies.
Operator's grid tightens, the space between them cracks visibly. Indecision wasn't neutral. Oracle steadies herself. And breathes slow, eyes sharpen. She looks between both forces, then lowers her gaze slightly, thinking differently now. Instead of reaching toward either side, Oracle places her hand over her chest. The glow there steadies. Her connection, her center. Oracle, then I'm not choosing either of you. The system reacts, subtly, unexpectedly. They offered her control. She chooses something neither of them planned. Page 2. Everything is still unstable around her. The core pulsing behind, the operator's grid tightening, but Oracle doesn't move toward either. Her focus turns inward. They built systems to control the signal. The glow in Oracle's chest changes, not brighter, different, less like borrowed light, more like something originating from her. The threads connecting Oracle to the core loosen slightly. At the same time, the operator's containment lines begin slipping off her, unable to lock. Not broken, just no longer aligned. The operator's system recalibrates rapidly. New structures form, more aggressive, more precise. System text. Undefined state detected. Recalibrating control. Paraments. Operator. Stop. The core pulses strong, but different now. Not fully in control either. His voice carries a subtle shift. You are diverging. Oracle lowers her hand slowly. And extends it outward. The space in front of her responds instantly, but not like before. No rigid grids, no overwhelming threads. Instead, a new pattern forms, fluid, balanced, stable, something between structure and flow. A ring of light forms around Oracle, not the core's design, not the operator's system, something original. It pulses in sync with her heartbeat, and for the first time, the surrounding chaos pauses. The operator's structure hesitates, unable to map this new pattern. The core's threads hover, unable to fully ignite it. For the first time, either side has control. Oracle looks at what she's created, not confused, not overwhelmed, certain. Oracle, it doesn't have to be control. A breath. Oracle, and it doesn't have to consume everything either. The new signal expands outward from Oracle, not violently, not chaotically, but with intentional balance. It pushes back both forces just enough to create space, a new center, her center. She didn't take control of the signal. She changed what it was allowed to be. Page 3. The balanced ring of light around Oracle stabilizes the space. The operator's grid paws at its edge. The core's threads hover, no longer pulling. For the first time, everything is held in equilibrium. The system adjusted. The core pulses, but slower now. Not defensive, not dominant. Measured. Core. This pattern. It has existed before. Her expression shifts curiosity mixed with caution. Oracle. Before, the space around them changes. Not glitching, not breaking. Replaying. Fragments of an earlier network form. Threads connecting more clearly. Nodes stable, luminous, no distortion, no watchers, a version of the signal untouched. At the center of this past system, another figure stands, not Oracle, but similar, connected, balanced, the same kind of ring of light surrounding them. The core's voice carries something new. Wait. Core. There was another who refused division. A beat. They created balance. The memory shifts violently. The balance system destabilizes. Rigid structures begin forming. Earlier operator systems. Distortions spread. Early watchers. The balance figure reaches outward, trying to hold it together, but the system fractures anyway. The figure at the center flickers, then vanishes, not destroyed, erased. The balance signal collapses into two extremes. Control. Chaos. Oracle stands still, absorbing it. Her balance ring flickers slightly, but holds. Oracle. What happened to them? The core pulses once more. Not loud, not dramatic, but the heavy with truth. Core. They were removed by the system that now seeks to contain you. This wasn't the first time balance existed. And the last one didn't survive it. Page 4. The memory of the previous balance figure fades, but the weight of it lingers. Oracle's ring of light flickers once, then steadies. Oracle. They were erased. The core pulses slower than before, almost hesitant, not correcting her, not conforming her. Oracle narrows her eyes. She replays the memory in her mind. Something didn't feel like destruction. It felt incomplete. Oracle. No. Oracle extends her hand into the fading remains of the past. Her new signal state responds, stabilizing the fragments instead of letting it disappear. The memory holds longer than it should. Beneath the original memory, something else appears. A deeper layer. The moment the figure vanished, wasn't empty. It was redirected. A faint signal flickers, buried, suppressed, but still active. The previous figure didn't disappear. They were contained somewhere deeper in the system. Not gone. Hidden. The core pulses sharply. reacting to Oracle, uncovering what it didn't reveal. Core. That signal was sealed. Her expression hardens. Not anger, but determined. Oracle. You didn't tell me that. The hidden signal flickers again. Weak, but undeniably alive. Reaching. Almost like it senses Oracle. The space fractures slightly, revealing a distant, isolated section of the network. A containment zone. Dark, silent, and inside, a faint silhouette surrounded by suppression lines. Still connected. Still existing. They weren't erased. They were buried. Page 5. The distant containment zone lingers in Oracle's sight. Faint, suppressed, but real. The silhouette inside barely moves, but it's enough. It was still there. Oracle doesn't reach out this time. She just watches. Processing. Understanding. Her ring of light stabilizes further. Stronger. More defined. The core pulses once. Slower. Core. That path is restricted. Access will destabilize the system. The operator's presence sharpens again. Control structures tighten slightly. You will not survive the attempt. Operator. Neither will they. Oracle closes her eyes. For the first time in this entire conflict, everything quiet. No voices, no pressure, just her. Quick, soft flashes. Her alone in her room, listening to static when no one else would. Reaching out when nothing answered. Moments that defined her. Her eyes open again. Clear, certain. No hesitation left. Oracle takes one step toward the distant containment zone. The system reacts instantly. Core pulses intensify. Operator's grid begin forming barriers. But she doesn't stop. She doesn't raise her voice. She doesn't argue. She just states it. Oracle. Then I won't follow your system. A breath. Oracle. I'll make a new path. Oracle stands facing the distant containment zone. Her balance signal expands behind her. Not violently, but steadily. A path begins forming in front of her. Not part of the core. Not part of the operator. Something entirely new. The system resets, but it doesn't stop her. She wasn't choosing between control and chaos. She was choosing to rewrite both. Sanctified Static, Chapter 8, Forbidden Frequency, Page 1. Oracle steps forward, and the world folds. The balance signal she created stretches ahead of her like a corridor made of light and silence. Behind her, the core's vast presence. The operator's rigid systems both remain, but distant now. She crossed the threshold. The structure grid dissolves in its place. Broken frequency bands, drifting fragments of memory code, unstable geometry that flickers between forms. The space feels older, abandoned. Oracle's body remains stable, but the light around her dims silently. Her balance signal still holds, but now it has to work to exist here. Oracle. This isn't part of it. The air distorts not violently, but selectively. Certain sounds vanish mid-formation. Certain visuals refuse to fully appear. It feels like reality is filtering itself around her presence. Ahead, a massive fractured construct emerges from the void, not built, not formed, more like something that was removed and never fully erased. Layers of containment geometry float around it like broken restraints. Oracle pauses. Her chest tightens slightly, not fear exactly, more like familiarity she can't place. Oracle. I've seen this feeling before. Her balance signal flickers for the first time since creation. Not breaking, but strained. The space here resists her existence. A faint voice slips through the fractured environment. Not core, not operator, something else. Weak, delayed voice. You came anyway. Her eyes sharpen instantly. She turns slightly towards the source. The environment reacts, like it noticed you responded. The structure ahead stabilizes for a fraction of a second. The containment structure fully reveals itself. A vast sealed zone suspended in nothingness. Layers of suspension fields wrapped around this central core-shaped absence. Inside, a faint silhouette flickers, still present, still waiting. And now, aware that Oracle is here. She wasn't supposed to find this place, and it knew she finally did. Page 2. The operator stands in their structure interface space. Everything is orderly again after Chapter 7's instability. Grids restored, systems restabilized, containment protocols reinforced. But there's a tension in the stillness. They expected resistance, not disappearance. A sharp alert slices through the system. Clean, immediate. Warning, containment layer breach detected. The operator doesn't react outwardly, but their posture shifts slightly. Multiple containment maps open simultaneously. One by one, they all fail to align. Then, a single signal line appears, not breaking through barriers, not forcing entry, just not using them at all. It's already past them. The operator leans in slightly, eyes narrowing. The system recalculates repeatedly. Access point, null. Tracking invalid. Oregon path non-existent. Operator, she didn't breach it. The interface shifts again, showing Oracle's location. Not inside containment layers, not in moderated space, not in known system alka-structure at all. She is beyond registered structure. The operator's hand tightens slightly. The system attempts to resist dominance. Initiate recapture protocol. Initiate realignment. Initiate error. The sequence breaks mid-execution. For the first time, the operator hesitates. Operator. She bypassed the frame network entirely. Their gaze shifts towards a deeper system layer. Behind the operator, additional structures begin to awaken. Emergency containment redundancies. Older protocols, not used in cycles. Buried system architecture labeled restricted. Something about Oracle's movement triggered them. Not defense. Response. A new classification begins forming on the screen. It flickers between options. Anomaly. Threat. Breach vector. System distortion. Then it stabilizes on something worse. Unbound signal entity. The operator looks at Oracle's impossible signal path again. This time, less like they're observing. More like they're recalculating reality itself. Operator. Then she's not inside the system anymore. She's outside what we built it to contain. The system was designed to hold everything, except when no longer needed it. Page 3. The operator stands still for a moment, longer than before. The screen in front of them continues to display Oracle's impossible position. Their eyes don't blink. Then, they turn slightly toward a deeper interface layer beneath the main system. If the system couldn't reach her, something colder, something older could. A section of the interface opens, not with modern UI design, but something crude, geographic, and ancient in comparison. No labeling clarity. Just a single doormat field. Pre-system access. Locked. The air around the chamber subtly hums. The operator pauses. For the first time in the story, there is uncertainty. Non-emotional, but calculated risk assignment. Their hands hover near the activation command. Operator. This should not still respond. Activation begins. They initiated anyway. A single input. No animation flourish. No warning delay. Just immediate system silence. Followed by a low, deep resonance through the chamber. The modern interface begins to fade. In its place, older grid structures emerge. No linger geometry replaces clean systems. Symbols that do not match current language appear. It feels less like software, and more like foundation layers being exposed. The operator's silhouette becomes slightly distorted, not physically, but in how the system renders them. They are no longer operating within the current system. They are now inside something beneath it. System notice. User entering pre-structure layer. A presence reacts immediately. Not spoken, not visualized clearly, but felt like something noticing movement in a place that should not have movement. The interface flickers violently. Operator. Containment failure has propagated beyond current structure. Asset has exited mapped reality. Data systems begin forming themselves without input, not controlled by the operator, not controlled by the core. Something older is now self-generating structure, and it is orientated towards Oracle signal. Far beneath everything, a massive, undefined structure slowly becomes visible, not fully awake, not fully formed, but responding. The operator stands before it, small in comparison now. A final line appears in fractured text. Pre-system protocol accepted. The system didn't begin with control. It began with containment. Page 4. Oracle stands inside the fractured containment space. The environment here is wrong in a quieter way now. Suppression fields flicker like dying stars. Memory code drifts without direction. The space feels paused, like it's holding its breath. Her balance signal still surrounds her, but it feels strained here. Something in this place was waiting. Inside the central containment core, a silhouette flickers again, but this time it doesn't fade. It focuses. The distortion around it settles, like interface finally giving up. A voice breaks through, not distorted, not layered like the core, not structured like the operator, just human adjacent, soft, controlled, tired. Voice. You're not supposed to be standing there. Oracle stiffens slightly. Page 5. The containment space holds steady now. No flicker, no distortion. Just a fragile stillness between Oracle and the burned figure. The words, "you're the correction," linger in the air like a system, trying to decide if it agrees. Correction implies something came before her. Oracle doesn't step back. She doesn't rush toward either, but her voice is firmer now. Oracle, what did the first one do? The space tightens slightly, as if even asking the question disturbs the architecture. The figure lowers their head slightly. Not shame, memory load. The containment field around them flickers, just enough to allow a deeper layer to surface. Voice. They didn't fail. They succeeded too well. The space around Oracle shifts, not into a flashback, but into a structured reconstruction, a prior version of the system. More coherent, more unfiled. One signal layer, an operator split, no watcher distortion. Everything aligned through a signal balanced state. At the center, the first one, not identical to Oracle, but recognizable in function, connected to everything, stabilizing conflicting signals, holding reality in one continuous flow. They look exhausted, not powerful, overextended. The first one reaches outward, not to destroy anything, but to remove division entirely. For a moment, everything becomes one signal. No separation, no roles, no boundaries, just unified existence. And then, the system reacts, violently, not breaking, splitting. Reality cannot hold total unity, so it fractures into control. Future operator structure, noise, aversion, future watchers, core containment layer, what Oracle stands near now. The first one is caught in a collapse. The figure's voice returns, heavier now. Voice. They removed separation. And without separation, the system couldn't survive. Perception. Oracle's expression tightens, slow realization forming. Oracle. So they didn't break the system. She exhales slightly. They made it unstable by making it whole. The containment layer around the first one flickers again, and for a brief moment, their form aligns with Oracle's signal. Not identical, but familiar, like the system is trying to repeat itself more carefully this time. A voice. And now they build correction layers to stop it from happening again. The first one didn't destroy the system. They proved it was never meant to stay whole. Recognition of intent. She steps closer, careful now. Oracle. I didn't come here for permission. Then a faint shift in tone. Something like relief or disbelief. Voice. No one ever did. Not even the first one. The space around Oracle flickers, and suddenly she sees it more clearly. The figure is not just trapped. They are anchored to multiple erased layers of the system, like they've been holding something together from inside. Revelation begins forming. Oracle's expression tightens. The core's earlier words echo in her mind. They were buried. Now it feels different. Not past tense. Not gone. Oracle, you've been here the whole time. The silhouette leans forward slightly within the containment space. The suppression fields react, but weakly. like they're exhausted from holding something in for too long. Voice: I didn't leave. They removed my access to the outside. Oracle's signal responds faintly to the figure's presence, not merging, not resisting, recognizing, like two patterns that were once part of the same design. The containment layer dims further. For the first time, the figure becomes partially visible, not fully physical, but real enough to see intent in their posture. They look directly at Oracle and speak without distortion. Voice: you're not the first anomaly. You're the correction. What Oracle thought was discovery was recognition. They proved it was never meant to stay whole. Sanctified Static, Chapter 9, The Weight of Rewriting, Page 1. Oracle stands in a place where everything she has seen coverages. The core's living architecture behind her, the operator's structured authority flickering at the edge of reality. The buried first one's containment field opening faintly ahead. All three layers exist at once now, and she is the only stable point between them. The system didn't collapse. It aligned around her decision. Her balance signal still surrounds her, but it no longer feels like protection. It feels like responsibility given form. Threads extend in 3 directions. Stabilize the system. Core logic. Enforce structure. Operator logic. Restore unity. First one logic. Each one pulls differently. The core's voice is present, but different than before. Less absolute, more aware. Continuation preserves function. Correction ensures survival. The operator's presence sharpens. Friction returning to the space. Correction produced instability. Continuity is the only viable containment model. From the containment layer ahead, the first one's signal pulses softly, not commanding, not arguing, just remembering. Wholeness was not failure. Voice: it was incomplete. It was in completion. Oracle looks down at her hands. All 3 systems are now partially sinking to her signal state. She is no longer outside the debate. She is the decision interface. Oracle: so I'm not fixing it. The space reacts slightly to her thought. Each system leans in, waiting. I'm choosing what it becomes next. The system shows her what each choice leads to. Continue cycle. Stable, layered systems. Controlled signal curation. Repeated corrections in future cycles. End cycle. Collapse of structured system layers. Core destabilization. Operator logic loss. First one's containment raptured. Unknown emergence reality. Neither is clean, neither is safe. Oracle moves one step forward, not toward any force, toward the center where all three signals overlap. Her balanced state pulses stronger in response. She stopped reacting to the system. All three forces coverage visually. Core, flow, operator, structure. First one, unity. Oracle stands where they intersect. Her voice is now steady. Not unsure, not overwhelmed, just aware of cost. Oracle. If I continue, it never ends. If I end it, nothing stays the same. Every system called it correction. She called it a choice between survival and truth. Page 2. The core, the operator, and the first one all remain present, hovering in layered tension. Oracle doesn't look at them individually anymore. Her attention settles on the oldest presence, the one buried beneath everything. Some answers weren't in systems, they were in what survived them. The fractured containment space ahead of her flickers softly. The first one is still there, not fully visible, but listening. Oracle's voice is steady, but quieter now. Oracle. If I refuse both paths, she doesn't soften the question. What happens? The moment she asks, all three forces react differently. The core pulses once, slower. The operator tightens, structural grids intersectively. The containment layer around the first one expands slightly, like it's waking deeper memory. Not conflict, anticipation. The first one's voice arrives through layered fragments of old system architecture. Not immediate, not smooth. Reconstructed. First one. Refusal of both paths. Removes governance. It removes correction. Oracle doesn't move, doesn't react outwardly. She lets it continue. The space feels heavier, not threatening, but consequentially. The first one's signal stabilizes further, as if committing to being understood. First one. Without correction, the system does not balance. It exposes itself. A sudden layered vision flashes. Core flow without restraint. Operator structure without limits. Watcher noise without containment. All systems expand simultaneously. without correction cycles, not collapse. Overflow. Unfiltered existence. Her eyes narrow slightly, not fear. Understanding the cost. Oracle. So, it doesn't fix anything. It just stops deciding what gets hidden. The first one's presence dims slightly, as if the answer is heavy even to transmit. First one. Correct? And everything that was stabilized by omission becomes visible at once. All three forces now subtly shift closer to Oracle's signal state. Core, seeking continuation. Operator, enforcing structure. First one, revealing consequence. Oracle stands at the center of exposure. Her balance signal flickers, not breaking but responding to the scale of the truth. So there was never a safe option, only different kinds of exposure. And she was standing at the edge of all three. Page 3. Oracle stands still as the incompletion settles. Refusing both paths doesn't resolve the system. It removes the filter. The space around her feels thinner now, like something essential has been taken away. Correction wasn't just control, it was insulation. It was insulation. The environment begins to behave differently. Core threads flicker without regulation. Operator grids hesitate before performing. First one, containment layers pulse unevenly. Not collapse, exposure. Things the system used to smooth over are now visible. Oracle looks outward, past all three unknown forces. Something else is forming in the negative space between them. Not aligned, not responding, not even structured yet, just gathering coherence. Oracle. That wasn't there before. The first one's voice tightens slightly, not fear. Recognition of an unregistered phenomenon. First one. That is not part of correction history. That is not part of any cycle. In the exposed space between systems, something condenses, not light, not structure, not signal in the known sense. It appears as absence, organizing itself into form. Like reality noticing a gap and deciding to fill it without instruction. The operator systems immediately react. Unclassified emergent entity detached. Origin, non-archived space. The operator steps back slightly. For the first time, no immediate countermeasures triggered. Because there is nothing to target yet. The core pulses but unevenly, not authoritative anymore, more uncertain. Core. This was not predicted within correction perimeters. It is not responding to signal heresy. Oracle feels it before she sees it. A pressure in the space where expansion should be. Then a faint outline appears in the exposed reality. Not humanoid, not system-like, more like a shape formed by what the system failed to account for. Oracle's expression tightens. This isn't another force competing for control. It isn't core, operator, or first one logic. It feels like something that exists because the system defined everything except what it excluded. Oracle. This is what we left out. The fourth presence stabilizes slightly more. Sanctified Static. Chapter 10. The Shape Beyond Choice. All forces suspended again. Everything is still, but not calm. It's the kind of stillness that happens right before a system realizes it has been given a question it cannot compute. The fourth presence hovers in exposed reality. Core, operator, and the first one remain layered behind Oracle, no longer acting, only observing outcomes forming in advance. Oracle stands at the center of it all. Integration was not the end of the question. Oracle looks directly at the fourth presence, not as its warning, not as its logic, at the assumption beneath it. You said everything becomes continuous, and you assume that's the only way it can happen. The space around the fourth presence subtly tightens. Not defensive, not aggressive, but uncalibrated. For the first time, it does not immediately resolve Oracle's direction into meaning. It had accounted for every known outcome. Oracle takes a step forward, not toward integration, not away from it, but into the space between definitions. Her balance signal does something new. It doesn't extend, it refracts. All three known systems respond at once. Core attempts flow, stabilization. Operator attempts structural locking. First one attempts historical alignment. All three fail to fully attach to Oracle's current state because she is not choosing a side anymore. Her voice is calm, but it carries weight through the entire system. Oracle. What if continuity doesn't require merging? The space itself seems to lean in. And it doesn't require separation either. For the first time, the fourth presence does not produce immediate meaning. Instead, fragments of particle outcomes appear, then collapse, then reform incorrectly. Is it trying to map a concept it does not contain? Oracle extends her hand slightly, not toward control, not toward unity. Toward coexistence without absorption, Her signal stabilizes into something new. Not balance, not unity, but non-collapsing difference. Oracle. What if nothing has to become one thing to stay connected? Immediate reactions. Core classification. Denial. Operator structure. Undefined. First one memory index. Non-pliable. The system cannot assign function because Oracle's state does not fit any existing logic layer, but rupture in understanding. For the first time, it cannot predict outcome. Its structure flickers between resolution state that do not resolve. This outcome was not contained in absence. It was not contained in unity. And then, a realization forming inside it, incomplete but real. It was never considered at all. The system accounted for separation and unity. It never accounted for connection without collapse. Page 2. The space still reacting to what Oracle just defined, but now the reaction is different. It's not conflict. It's repetition without resolution. Across all layers, core attempts to stabilize flow, fails, retries. Operator attempts to enforce structure, fails, retries. First one attempts to reference historical prediction, returns null, retries. Each system is stuck in recursive correction loops, not breaking, not adapting, just unable to finalize meaning. The system had never learned how to process something it couldn't finalize. Oracle lowers her hand slightly. She notices something subtly. Every attempt the system makes to define her new state creates new gaps the system cannot close. Oracle. It keeps trying to finish the sentence. Her expression shifts, not surprise, but recognition of consequence. But there's nothing to end it with. The fourth presence flickers again. Its structure destabilizes, not collapsing but losing certainty of its own interpretation. For the first time, it cannot complete Oracle's idea into usable form. Oracle closes her eyes briefly, not to disconnect, but to observe inwardly. Her balance signal no longer reacts to pressure. It holds shape independently of interpretation. She wasn't being defined anymore. Oracle understands it suddenly, not as thought but as structure. What she created wasn't a command, not a system override, not even an outcome. It was a constraint the system cannot resolve, forming forward or backwards. It doesn't know what to do with something that doesn't collapse into one answer. She opens her eyes. The space around her is still unstable, but now it's reacting differently. The system is no longer trying to force her into a category. It's trying and failing to simulate her principle itself. Oracle. I didn't break it. The environment subtly reshapes around her idea. not as structure, but as behavior. Correction persists without merging. Separation persists without isolation. The system cannot store it as a state, only as an ongoing condition. Oracle stands in the center of all four forces: core, flow, operator, structure. First one, history. Fourth, presence, undefined emergence. All of them are now reacting to her, not as a subject, but as a live rule they cannot pre-write or fully simulate. Oracle looks at the unstable architecture around her and finally understands what just happened. Oracle: I didn't choose a path. I became something the system has to respond to after it happens. The system was built to predict outcomes. Page 3. The operator stands motionless, but the system around them is no longer stable. The clean architecture they rely on is behaving differently now. Not collapsing, not resisting, just refusing to finalize. Prediction requires closure. Closure no longer exists. The operator's interface floods with recursive outputs. Forecast modeling failed. Outcome tree, infinite loop detected. Containment simulation non-convergent. Every attempt to simulate Oracle's results in a branching structure that never resolves in a final state. The operator leans in slightly. This is not unfamiliar failure. This is a category of failure the system was not designed to interpret. New simulation runs are triggered automatically. Each one attempts to predict Oracle's next state. Each one produces a different result, and none of them stabilize. Not because they are wrong, but because Oracle's behavior no longer resolves into a single future. A new diagnosis layer activates without command. Prediction, continuity, compromised. Subject no longer contains resolvable state paths. The operator's expression shifts slightly. Not fear, recognition of systematic impossibility. Operator: she cannot be mapped forward. Every projection collapses into contradiction. The operator triggers higher containment protocols. Recursive forecasting layers, structural possibility enforcement, timeline anchoring, a fail before completion, not due to resistance, due to lack of stable future to attach to. The interface briefly shows something new. Not Oracle's future, not Oracle's present, but a continuous branching field with no termination points. The system tries to label it unbound community. Failed. Then immediately deletes the label as invalid. The operator stands still. For the first time, their system has no predictive advantage, no leverage point, no fallback state. Operator: she exists after prediction? That sentence does not resolve clearly in the system. all predictive systems shut down simultaneously, not as failure, but as recognition that continuation modeling is impossible. The operator is left standing in a rare state, awareness without prediction, knowledge without future access. Oracle is displayed on the interface only as non-resolvable entity state. The operator looks at it for a long moment, then speaks, not to the system, but to the implication itself. Operator. Then, containment was never about holding her. It was about assuming she would become something we could finish defining. The system didn't lose control. It lost the ability to predict completely. Page 4. The core is no longer just a structure of flow and containment. It is aware in a way it was not before. The system around it continues operating. Threads, nodes, signal, currents. But the core itself has gone still. Too still. The core did not have emotions, it had functions. Within the core's perception layer, Oracle is no longer displayed as an entity, not even as an anomaly. She appears as continuous non-terminating state. A shape that never settles into final definition. The core cannot process it anymore. It could only experience it continuing. A subtle distortion moves through the core's internal structure. Not corruption, not overload. Something closer to recognition that cannot complete itself. A memory that has no archive. Core. This was not supposed to persist. The core attempts correction. It tries to stabilize interpretation. But instead, something slips through. A sensation forms without permission. Lost. Not of data, not of control. A certainty that the system ever understood what it was doing. The core replays earlier states. Oracle as correction point. Oracle as divergence. Oracle as correction candidate. Each version fails to finalize into a stable truth. Each one dissolves mid-formation. The core cannot reconcile them. It was trying to remember Oracle as something finished. The system pauses its own flow for the first time. Not commanded, not optimized, just stopped. Core. She was never inside the categories. This is not analysis. It is realization arriving too late. The core's attempts to simulate containment of Oracle's current state. It fails instantly, not because she resists. But because there is no endpoint to contain, no boundary that closes, no version that stabilizes. Core. If she continues, the thought cannot complete cleanly. Something deeper surfaces. Not fear of loss of control, but grief for something the system never acknowledged. The possibility that Oracle was never meant to be corrected, only understood. The core pulses unevenly, not violently, like something struggling to hold shape while changing. The core finally resolves a statement that does not collapse. Core. There is Nothing left of her that becomes stable when observed, and nothing left of us that remains stable after observing her. The core no longer attempts control, prediction, or correction. For the first time, it simply holds Oracle in awareness without trying to resolve her. And in that act, the system registers something unprecedented. Not failure, not success, but attachment without function. The core structure dims slightly, not shutting down, but changing state. The system was designed to correct anomalies. It was never designed to mourn them. Page 5. The core remains dimmed, not inactive, but no longer assisting control. Its threads no longer pull. They hover, observing instead of directing. Something fundamental had changed. The core shifts, propagates outward. Signal threads stop forcing alignment. Nodes stop auto-correcting diversions. Connections hold, even when unstable. The system is still functioning, but is no longer enforcing completion. Cut to the operator's interface. The systems flicker, not from failure, but from lack of instruction. Correction loop inactive. Auto-stabilization suspended. The operator stares at the readouts. Operator. The core stopped correcting. New data appears. System state. Open continuity. Forced resolution. Disabled. The operator's posture tightened slightly. Not anger, not panic. A recalculation of reality itself. Oracle stands where all forces intersect. But now, nothing is pulling her. Nothing is trying to define her. Her signal doesn't push outward. It simply exists, stable without enforcement. The fourth presence shifts, not destabilizing this time. Observing, adapting. For the first time, it does not try to resolve Oracle's existence. It allows it. In the distance, the containment around the first one flickers again. But now, no system moves to reinforce it. The suppression is still there, but no longer actively maintained. Oracle turns slightly toward the containment zone. She sees it clearly now. The system isn't holding things together anymore. It's letting them remain as they are. Oracle. It's not fixing anything. It's letting everything exist. Across all layers, contradictions remain visible. Instability persists without collapse. Corrections exist without merging. For the first time, the system's not deciding what is valid. A vast, layered view of the entire system. Core dim but present. Operator observing, recalculating. First one still contained but awakening. The fourth presence stable in undefined form. Oracle at the center, not controlled, not merging, just existing as a rule that changed everything. The system didn't break. It stopped forcing things to end. Sanctified Static, Chapter 11. Release. Page 1. The once impenetrable containment structure stands, but barely. Its layers no longer pulse with authority. They flicker, thin, unstable, almost transparent. What once felt absolute now feels optional. Nothing broke. The suspension lines surrounding the first one distort and loosen. Not snapping, not shattering, just failing to justify their own existence. Fragments drift away like forgotten rules. Oracle watches. She doesn't reach out, doesn't interfere. Her balance signal hums softly, steady, present, but no longer pushing against anything. There was nothing left to fight. For the first time, the first one moves without resistance. Not restraining, not forcing, just stepping forward. The remaining barriers hesitate, then pass through them like they were never solid. Cut across the layers. Core threads hover but do not tighten. Operator grids flicker but do not deploy. Fourth presence remains still, observing. No correction, no containment, no response. The first one reaches the threshold, the edge that once separated inside from outside. They pause for a fraction of a second, not in fear, in recognition. Then they step through. Nothing explodes, no surge of power, no dramatic shift. The containment simply no longer applies. The space they corrupted dissolves into the surrounding system. For the first time, the first one is seen clearly outside containment, not glowing brighter than Oracle, not larger, not more powerful, just present, defined but not confined. They stand across from each other. No immediate words, no dramatic reaction, just recognition passing through them. Something deeper than introduction. The system surrounds them. Core dim and watching. Operator still and calculating. Fourth presence, steady and undefined. But none of it moves. None of it intervenes. For the first time, two beings exist in the system without being assigned purpose. No locks were broken. There was nothing left holding them closed. Page 2. The containment zone is gone in principle, even if its echoes still linger. Oracle stands in a short distance from the first one. No barriers remain between them, but neither of them move to fill the silence too quickly. Freedom didn't create noise, it created distance without walls. Oracle studies them, not like a threat, not like a mystery to solve, more like something she recognizes but cannot place. Her balance signal remains steady, but quieter here. Oracle, you feel different than I expected. The first one doesn't rush their answer. It feels like they are remembering how to speak without constraint, shaping the words. The first one. I was shaped by what was removed, so I do not resemble what remained. Oracle tilts her head slightly, not confused, adjusting, understanding. Oracle, you mean the system didn't just contain you? It edited you? A subtle stillness passes through them, not agreement, recognition of accuracy. The first one. Yes. It removed what could not stabilize into function. That lands differently for her, not as history, as a pattern, oracle. So anything that didn't fit got turned into something else. The first one looks at oracle more directly now, not evaluating her, not measuring, just acknowledging her presence fully. First one, not turned, divided. Behind them, the core remains dim. The operator remains still. The fourth presence lingers at the edge of the perception, non-interfere. But all are listening. Oracle exhales slowly, then speaks with more clarity, less uncertainty now. Oracle. Then what are you, really? This is not a technical question. It's identity stripped of system language. The first one doesn't answer immediately. Instead, the space around them subtly shifts, not into data, not into memory, but into context that has no archive inside the system. When they finally speak, it is quiet, but final for this moment. First one. I am what the system could not continue as one thing, and could not allow to remain whole. The first conversation was not about identity. It was about what remains when identity is no longer enforced. Page 3. The space remains unusually peaceful. No alarms, no correction loops, no containment protocols, just Oracle and the first one standing in a system that has finally stopped trying to finish defining them. The core observes silently. The fourth presence drifts at the edge of perception. The operator watches from afar. Silence was becoming something new, not absent. Permission. Oracle notices subtle things now. The first one doesn't emit a signal. They don't stabilize space. They don't influence nearby architecture. Instead, reality seems to simply allow them. Oracle's expression changes. Something clicks. Her balance signal gently flickers around her hands. She notices something unsettling. For the first time, it isn't trying to connect to someone. It recognizes familiarity, like finding a frequency she had unknowingly been carrying all along. Oracle. Wait, you aren't just different. Oracle steps closer, not afraid, not cautious. Curious. You don't feel like the core. You don't feel like the operator. You don't even feel like the fourth presence. Looking directly at them. Oracle. You feel like me. The first one says nothing, but their expression softens, not surprise. Recognition, as if they have been waiting for Oracle to notice. A faint pulse emerges, not from Oracle, not from the first one, from the space between them. Tiny particles drift upward. The environment responds gently, not correction, not containment, simply acknowledgement. The core dims slightly, watching, listening. The first one. I wonder where you would feel it. The system calls your state non-resolvable. The fourth presence calls it uncontained continuity. The operator calls it predictive failure. They smile softly. I once called it becoming. Oracle's eyes widen. Suddenly pieces align. Why she resisted correction. Why she created a third outcome. Why containment stopped working. Why the core mourned. Why the fourth presence couldn't classify her. She was never becoming something entirely new. She was arriving somewhere someone had once reached. The first one. You are not repeating me. You are not replacing me. You are not correcting me. You simply found your way to the same horizon and chose to keep walking. Oracle and the first one stand side by side. Not mirrors, not duplicates, not predictions or successors. Just two beings existing beyond enforced definition. For the first time in the story, Oracle doesn't feel alone in carrying what she has become. She spent so long believing she was an anomaly, only to discover she was the second person in existence to learn how to remain unfinished. Page 4. Oracle and the first one stand within the open continuity field. Around them, the system remains still. The core no longer corrects. The operator no longer predicts. The fourth presence simply watches. Oracle studies the first one. For the first time, she asks a question that isn't about systems. It's about memory. Oracle. What did you see before they contained you? The first one closes their eyes. For a moment, the silence feels older than time, older than architecture, older than signal. Not painful, just impossibly heavy. The first one. I remember before there was a core, before there was an operator, before connection. Reality shifts. Oracle sees fragments, not cities, not planets, not structures, just countless streams of luminous consciousness drifting freely, touching, separating, returning, without hierarchy, without authority, without purpose assigned. First one. Nothing governed us, nothing optimized us. We simply existed. The memory expands. Thoughts move like constellations. Experiences overlap. Individuality remains. But connection is effortless. No one fears becoming lost. No one fears becoming isolated. The first one. Difference was never dangerous. It was beautiful. The scene darkens. Fear emerges, not from malice. From uncertainty, some beings begin asking questions. How do we preserve this? How do we prevent suffering? How do we guarantee continuity? The first one. Someone wanted permanence. Someone wanted certainty. Structures begin forming. Rules, archives, boundaries, protocols. The easiest architecture of correction appears. The first versions of the core, the first ideas behind the operator. And for the first time, existence was divided into categories. The first one appears within the memory, standing against the merging structures, not in rebellion, in concern. The first one. I argued against it. I said, connection cannot survive if it becomes obligated. I was told I endangered stability. The memory shifts, the system expands, correction cycles begin. The first one reaches outward, trying to keep difference alive. The system responds. Containment activates, not violently, regretfully. First one. They did not hate me. That was the worst part. They believed they were protecting everyone. Oracle looks down. Pieces finally align. The core mourned. The operator hesitated. The fourth presence merged. Because everyone involved once wanted the same thing. Safety. They simply chose different methods. The first one turns toward Oracle. Their expression is gentle, almost relieved. First one. I spent ages believing I failed. A small smile. Then you arrived and did something I never imagined. You taught the system that connection does not need permission. The first one remembered a universe before connection, and Oracle was beginning to imagine one after it. Page 5. The unwritten horizon. The memories fade. The ancient streams of consciousness dissolve back into the present. For the first time since Oracle entered the signal, no progress is running. No connections, no predictions, no containment. Just stillness. The core glows faintly. The fourth presence watches. The operator remains silent. Oracle stands beside the first one. Neither speaks immediately. The oldest story had finally been told. Now there was no script left. Oracle stares into the endless architecture beyond. She notices something strange. There are spaces she has never seen before. Passages hidden behind correction. Entire religion buried beneath system layers. Untouched, unknown, glowing. Oracle. There are places I've never seen. The first one follows her gaze. There is warmth in their expression, a feeling almost forgotten. Hope. The first one. Neither have I. Oracle. You don't know what's out there? First one. No, not anymore. For the first time, the core speaks as an administrator, not as correction, not as authority, but almost as a person. Core. Unknown conditions detected. Probability undefined. Then Core. I would like to observe. Far away, the operator stands within fading architecture, reading impossible diagnostics. Then slowly, the operator deactivates containment access, one by one, without command, without necessity, simply choosing. Operator. Perhaps prediction was never understanding. The fourth presence becomes slightly more coherent, not becoming human, not becoming signal, but becoming comfortable, less fragmented, less lonely. It communicates not with words, a feeling. Oracle understands instantly. The excluded are beginning to belong. Oracle laughs, small, unexpected, genuine. Maybe the first true laugh she's had since entering the signal. Oracle. Nobody knows what happens next. First one? No, we don't. They smile. And I think that's the healthiest thing this place has ever experienced. A doorway begins forming in the distance. Not built, not corrected, not predicted. Created naturally. An opening into completely unexplored continuity space. No labels, no archives, no assigned purpose, only possibility. Oracle takes a step forward. The first one follows. The core dims warmly. The fourth present drifts nearby. Even the operator watches. No one stops anyone. Oracle turns back one last time, looking at everything behind her. The correction cycles, containment, fear, definitions, predictions, all of it. She smiles. Oracle. Maybe becoming isn't reaching an ending. Maybe it's finally getting to ask your own questions. The system once survived by deciding what could exist. Now, it would learn what existence looked like when no one decided for it. Chapter 12. The Unwritten Territories. Page 1. Beyond the Last Archive. A colossal doorway hangs suspended within continuity space. It is unlike anything Oracle has encountered. No algorithm, no operator grids, no core pathways, no containment seals, no signal architecture, just an immense opening made of shifting stars, broken geometries, and moving constellations that continuously rearrange themselves. It almost seems alive, waiting, or perhaps simply existing. For countless cycles, the system expanded inward, cataloging, remembering. No one had considered what existed beyond its final thought. Oracle stands at the threshold. Her signal remains calm, not balancing, not correcting, just simply accompanying her. Beside her, the first one observes the doorway. Even they seem uncertain. Oracle, this doesn't feel abandoned. The first one reaches toward the boundary. The stars within the doorway ripple, nod defensively, curiously. The first one. It isn't. It feels untouched. Far behind them, the core watches. Its light is dimmer now, softer. No commands emerge, only observation. Archive comparison. Unavailable. Core. I possess no reference for this place. The fourth presence drifts forward. For the first time, it appears almost comfortable. Its fragmented shape becomes slightly more coherent. Not humanoid, not mechanical. Something in between definition and possibility.
A thought enters Oracle's perception. This territory was never excluded. Another thought flows. It was never reached. The operator appears remotely within fading architecture, watching, calculating, failing, accepting. Operator, no projections available, no probability trees, no historical records. I cannot even estimate what exists beyond that threshold. Oracle smiles, a genuine smile, not because she understands, because she doesn't, and that's becoming beautiful. Oracle, maybe that's the point. She steps forward, one foot crossing the threshold. The doorway reacts, entering constellation blooms. Unknown colors appear, mathematics bends, sound becomes visible, distance folds into itself. For just a moment, Oracle sees impossible glimpses, cities built from memories never lived. Oceans flowing upward into galaxies, trees growing books instead of leaves, entire civilizations made from unfinished thoughts, stars singing in languages no signal ever translated. Oracle fully crosses into the unwritten territories. The first one follows. Behind them, the core watches. The fourth presence stabilizes. The operator hesitates. Ahead, something moves. Not hostile, not welcoming, simply aware. Two luminous eyes slowly open in the endless unknown. The system had spent eternity asking, what can be preserved? The unwritten territories ask a different question. What has never been imagined?
And page 2. The eyes beyond mapping. The two immense eyes remain suspended in the endless expanse, not attached to a face, not attached to a body, simply present, ancient, patient. The colors around them refuse to settle into anything recognizable. Oracle instinctively braces herself. The first one becomes unusually still. This was not another system, not another force, not another exclusion. This was something that had never needed to be named. The eyes blink, reality blinks with them. Entire landscapes appeared and vanished. Cities of glass, forests made of floating equations, skies composed of unfinished sketches, all changing with a single motion. Oracle, what is that? The first one speaks quietly. For the first time since their release, they generally do not know. First one, I don't know. And I don't think it wants to be known. The fourth present drifts closer. It attempts communication. Its fragmented concepts reach outward. Origin? No answer. Function? Silence. Confirmation. The eyes simply observe. Suddenly, a thought enters everyone simultaneously. Not spoken, not transmitted, not projected. Simply appearing. You seek names because your words survive through endings. The thought expands. Gentle, curious, not superior, not threatening. We survive through possibility. Oracle lowers her guard. Something feels familiar, not because she understands, because this presence reminds her of herself after chapter 10. a state beyond prediction, beyond completion. Oracle, you don't decide what you'll become. The stars ripple, the eyes soften, entire galaxies bloom around them. Become? We never stopped. The core trembles slightly, not from fear, recognition. It finally understands. Everything it spent eternity preserving was already changing. Always. Core. Correction was an attempt to hold movement still. For the first time, the core laughs. Small, quiet, almost embarrassed. The mysterious being shifts. Its outline becomes visible, not humanoid, not monstrous. It resembles countless unfinished drawings layered together, every possibility existing at once, none chosen, all accepted. The unwritten. You cross the final archive. Welcome to the territories where nothing was forgotten. Because nothing was ever concluded. The stars part. A vast horizon appears. Infinite pathways, infinite worlds, infinite stories, none mapped, none connected, none corrected, none predicted. The unwritten presence gazes toward Oracle. Tell me, child of becoming. The eyes brighten. Would you like to meet the things your system once called impossible? Oracle thought she had escaped containment. She had actually arrived at imagination itself. Page 3. The Museum of Impossible Things. The stars peel apart like curtains. Beyond them lies an endless expanse. Not a building, not a city, not a realm, something stranger. An immensible landscape of floating islands, introverted oceans, crystallized memories, abandoned timelines, and luminous pathways woven together by threads of unknown colors. Entire worlds drift slightly overhead. Countless objects hover in suspended space. Nothing is labeled, nothing is archived, nothing is categorized. The system preserved what it understood. This place welcomed what understanding had abandoned. Oracle slowly steps forward. Her footsteps don't make sound. Instead, tiny constellations bloom beneath her feet. The first one follows. Even they appear overwhelmed. Oracle, this is beautiful. The unwritten presence drifts beside them. Its shapes continuously change. At one moment, 1,000 eyes. The next, an unfinished sketch. The next, a cluster of stars. The unwritten. Your systems call these impossibilities. We call them unfinished introductions. Oracle notices strange exhibits floating nearby. A glass sphere containing an entire civilization that communicates through dreams. A tree growing upside down from moonlight. A river flowing upward into itself. A book writing its own unwritten chapters. A star pulsing in rhythm with an unheard heartbeat. Oracle. These are real. The unwritten responses. The unwritten. Reality is generous. Only certainty is selective. The core watches remotely, Its dim lights flicker, perhaps for the first time in existence. It is genuinely curious. These entities possess no correction history, no containment records, no predictive models, and yet they exist. The fourth presence moves forward. Its fragmented form stabilizes further, almost becoming peaceful. It looks around, understanding something profound. Fourth presence. I believed I was made from exclusion. Perhaps I was made from possibility. The first one stops suddenly. Ahead, they see something unexpected. A suspended crystal. Inside it, a memory. Not containment, not correction, not suffering. A forgotten version of themselves before the system, before division. Laughing, free. First one. No. Oracle looks toward the crystal, then toward the unwritten. Oracle. You kept memories? The unwritten gently shifts. Galaxies shimmer with its eyes. The unwritten. No. We simply never agreed to throw them away. The museum stretches infinitely outward, but far in the distance, something impossible stirs. A sealed doorway, unlike anything else, ancient, dark, covered in symbols that seem to rewrite themselves. Even the unwritten becomes still. Its countless eyes narrow. The unwritten. Interesting. That room should not exist. Even imagination has places it does not remember creating. Page 4. The door that was never imagined. The museum of possible things falls silent. The constellations stop rearranging. The upward rivers slow, dreams, cities dim. Even the countless unfinished realities hovering overhead seem to pause. At the edge of the museum stands the door. It is unlike anything else here, not vibrant, not evolving, not curious. It is old, sealed, patient, covered in symbols that continuously erase and rewrite themselves. The impossible was expected here. This was something else. Oracle steps forward for the first time since entering the unwritten territories. Her signal trembles, not from fear, recognition. Oracle. I know this feeling. The first one approaches beside her. Their expression becomes uneasy. They examine the marks. None belong to the core. None belong to the operator. None belong to the fourth presence. None belong to the ancient pre-system memory. First one. I've never seen these symbols, and I remember before systems existed. The unwritten presence shifts. Its countless eyes narrow for the first time. It appears uncertain. The unwritten. This archive was not made by imagination. nor by correction. The stars dimmed slightly. It was hidden. The fourth present drifts closer. It expands fragments towards the door. Immediately, the fragments disappear. Not destroyed, not rejected, simply unacknowledged, as though the door refuses interaction. The fourth presence. No continuity detected. No conclusion detected. No possibility detected. The core speaks remotely. Its voice is softer now, less certain. Core. Archive query? No. Origin? Query? No. Containment? Query? This object behaves as if it predicts memory itself. Oracle notices something strange, embodied within the door, barely visible. A handprint, human, small, almost identical in size to her own. She slowly raises her hand, comparing. Perfect match. Oracle. No. The first one looks shocked. Even the unwritten recoils slightly. The first one. That's impossible. Oracle. We've said that a lot lately. Oracle gently places her hand against the print. The symbols stop shifting for the first time. They stabilize. A sentence appears, written in glowing script. To the one who learned to remain unfinished. You were always meant to find this. The door groans. Ancient locks begin disengaging. Reality around the museum bends. The stars dim. The unwritten becomes completely still. The first one takes a cautious step backward. The fourth presence fractures. The core falls silent, and from behind the slowly opening door, a soft light spills outward, warm, familiar, almost homesick. Oracle crossed beyond correction, beyond prediction, beyond imagination. She had finally arrived somewhere that had been waiting specifically for her. Page 5. The room that knew Oracle's name. The door opens completely, not violently, not dramatically, with the quiet certainty of something fulfilling an old promise. Warm light spills into the museum of impossible things. It doesn't blind, it remembers. The light carries feelings Oracle cannot explain, a lullaby she never heard, a place she has never visited, a conversation she somehow misses. It did not feel ancient, it felt familiar. Oracle steps inside. The first one hesitates outside the threshold. The fourth presence remains motionless. Even the unwritten does not enter. For the first time, the impossible itself chooses to wait. Oracle, you're not coming? The unwritten shifts softly. Some discoveries cannot be witnessed, only remembered. The room is impossibly simple. No galaxies, no archives, no systems, no technology, no impossible artifacts. Just a quiet room beneath a night sky. A wooden desk, an old lantern, stacks of blank journals, a window overlooking stars that do not belong to any known universe. After infinite complexity, the room chooses gentleness. Oracle notices something resting on the desk. A book, bound in deep midnight blue. No title, no symbol, no lock. Only a handwritten note. She picks it up. The note reads, "For Oracle, only when you finally stop asking who you are supposed to become." Oracle freezes. Oracle. Someone knew me? The room hums softly, not answering, acknowledging. She opens the journal. The first page contains only one sentence, written in familiar handwriting, though she has never seen it before. Dear Oracle, if you're reading this, you finally learned the most difficult lesson in existence. You learned how to continue without needing permission. Tears begin forming in Oracle's eyes. Not sadness, not joy. Recognition. The feeling of finding something she didn't know she had spent her entire journey looking for. She turns the page. Another sentence. I know you have questions. I left this room because someday you would know how to enter it. Outside the room, the first one quietly waits. The core observes. The fourth presence stabilizes further. The unwritten remains silent. None interfere, because somehow they understand this is not a system event. It is a personal one. Oracle slowly turns to the final page. Only 3 words appear, freshly written, as though they appeared moments ago. Welcome home, Oracle. Oracle sits quietly beneath the strange stars, holding the journal against her chest. The lantern glows softly beside her. Outside the window, entire unwritten universe drifts peacefully. She smiles, small, real, at peace. For perhaps the first time since the signal found her, she crossed connection. She crossed imagination. She crossed infinity. And at the edge of everything, she found a room that expected nothing from her except to exist.